Adam Tsudak rode a bicycle for 1,907 kilometers along Ukraine. But only in Zaporizhzhia he heard the sounds of explosions for the first time, as well as shallow reservoir, the result of the Kakhovka Dam being blown up by Russian troops. He would have never thought that this could happen in the 21st century in the center of Europe, says Adam.
I heard this war. I saw the shallow banks of the Dnipro. It was very scary, and scary for those who live here. I would like to express my sympathy to the people of all of Ukraine. It is difficult to describe in words when you come from peaceful Poland and hear about this war.
The bike ride was a condition of the charity auction. 6,500 zlotys were donated to one of the Polish foundations for medical equipment for Ukrainian hospitals. But in order to get money, it was necessary to get to Zaporizhzhia on a bicycle. Adam Tsudak volunteered to make the trip. At home, he has been helping internally displaced persons from Ukraine since the beginning of the Russian full-scale war. Adam does not consider himself a volunteer, he says. He just does what his heart tells him to do.
I don't call myself a volunteer. That word doesn't suit me. It's just that neighbors from Ukraine came to us, and we helped them just live our lives.
Adam is fond of cycling, but he has not yet had to make such bike rides. He went through Lviv, Cherkasy, Kyiv, Kremenchuk and Dnipro from Zhnin to Zaporizhzhia. He arrived in 16 days. He had to repair the bike several times. The time frame could not take it. He almost turned back almost halfway because of the weather, says Adam.
The most difficult section was in Rivne. This is a beautiful city, but the weather was not entirely opportune. When I was leaving, there was a very strong wind. The road to Kyiv was very difficult for the next 3 days because of the weather. It was difficult to ride, and I even thought that nothing would come of the trip. I would have to return.
Adam works as a cook in Zhnin, and during the ride he was assessing the peculiarities of Ukrainian cuisine from a professional point of view. He says that he tried some dishes for the first time. They are not in Polish cuisine.
Everything is delicious with a bright taste. I really liked the fish dishes. Your milk is very tasty, and strawberries. We don't have such, really.
Adam filmed that trip on his phone. He plans to make a film about the bike ride at home, which he will show to fellow countrymen. Adam posted one of the short video episodes about the current Ukrainian realities on his social media page. This is the view from window of the house where he stayed in Zaporizhzhia. Ukrainian and Polish flags are in a flower pot, and the sound of an air raid siren is heard outside.
Residents of Zaporizhzhia and suburban areas live in this every day. I arrived here for only a few days, but the locals are constantly at risk, and I am not so scared anymore with them.
Having completed his mission, Adam is already going back. He says that after the war he will definitely come to Zaporizhzhia again, now with his family. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Oleg Pritikin, Boris Yakovenko, UATV News.